Hey everyone, hello. I'm just listen. I was just checking to see that everything is working all right. But guys, hello and welcome. Like I am so happy to be here. Honestly, it's been a while, hasn't it? I don't even know how long it's been, but every time that I come on here, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. Can you guys hear and see me all right? I really hope so. Like fingers crossed because I can't deal with these technical issues. But thank you so much. We got some people here. We've got Dr. Marnie. Hello. Thank you for being here. We got Phil in the house. We got Ricardo. Hello, everyone. And we got Eldon as well. Thank you so much. We're wishing you all a lovely, happy holidays as well. Like, I don't know about you guys, but hasn't I don't know. For me, it's crept up on me. Like Christmas is fast approaching. Hello, Scott. Hope you're well. Hope all of you are well. Where are you guys watching from? I'm in the UK. Yes, it's it's actually not that bad. I was going to say it's quite cold, but it's not cold. But yes, where are you guys watching from? It's so nice to have you here. So nice. Dear, oh dear, how is the Christmas shopping going? We got Florida in the house. We got Cancun, Venezuela. Oh, wow. We got Sydney. Hello, Kendi. Bless you. It's like 7 a.m. in the morning. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. We got Greece as well. Oh, so it's literally like all over the world. Like I know it. I know you guys are from all over the world, but it just, you know what? It's so heartwarming. It's so lovely. Thank you all for being here and for your time. We got Oregon, we got California. Oh, I went to California, to San Diego. So beautiful. We got Poland in the house. Got South Carolina. Like this is so cool, my friends. Oh, Michael, stop. Um, so today we've got North Carolina. So today we're talking about how to forget this person. Like, do you know what? I know that we got, oh wow, we got Singapore, we got New Zealand as well, we got Toronto. This is amazing. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Like, I completely understand that, so we all have busy lives, and I know like there's so much going on for all of us. We've got north of England, we've got Norway. You know what? Like, we got Virginia in the house. I completely understand. And Slovenia. Wow, we've got a lot of people here. Hello, Steve-O. We've got the UK in the house as well. What I want to say is, look, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I know that we all lead like busy lives, and you know what, you're taking time out of your day to do healing on yourself. And I know this time isn't favorable for everybody. I completely get it. Like I've tried to make it kind of okay, at this time. But no, I completely understand, the sheer dedication. And that's what I wanted to say. And I wanted to say to you guys, to dedicating this time for you, doing this for you, because that is what is important. This is about you, and about healing and about moving forward, understanding this. Okay. And being able to put this into some sort of order and then be able to move forward from it. That is what is important. And I know this isn't easy, especially this time of year, because it's all about love, it's all about families, it's all about reminding and bringing up all of this stuff. But what I will say to you is, don't allow it to ruin your progress. Look how far you've come as well. Look how far you have come. It might be a short space of time, or it might be years, but either way, my friends, look how far you have come. And that is what is important. So today we are going to be looking at how to forget someone who is really toxic. There's many factors to this. Oh, Yang, hello. There's many factors to this, and this is about, it's not forgetting, but it's about moving forward. And it's not just about cutting ties, but truly reclaiming your life, being you. Okay. And having the clarity and the emotional space to process all of this. Okay. So today we are going to be looking at healing and redirecting your energy towards self-growth. Stop focusing on them. Stop. Like, there's no point doing that. And this is about also the emotional and the psychological hurdles when you are detaching from a narcissist. This isn't an easy topic, and I completely understand this might trigger some of you. Obviously, I don't want it to trigger you. I want to obviously help you. But look at this with an open mind. And this is about your growth, ultimately, about your growth. They are stalk. Oh, you're so Axel is experiencing stalking. Yeah, this isn't easy, my friends, and they will do things like this. It's been 1.5 years of no contact now. I face a court case. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. You know what? They're doing this to get a rise out of you. Ultimately, like, what are they going to achieve? They know this, but they're trying to make your life difficult. That's what it is. Jill, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Ricardo. Yeah. Thank you so much. Lynn, I have to move house to get away from him. Yeah, and some of us have to move away. Some of us have to move location. And I completely understand what that is like, because I had to do that too. But I get it. I get it. You have to leave behind everything that you know, everything that you love. But you know what? Maybe this is great because this can be a new chapter, in your life forward, moving forward. That is what is important. So, Lynn, don't look at this as a bad thing. Don't look at this as a negative, because actually it could really be such a positive thing in the whole grand scheme of things. Like, I know these things are not easy. And so, look, what I want you guys to take away from this, ultimately, this is about you. This is about you moving forward. This is about you understanding this from a different perspective. Because remember, in life, it's all about perspective and it's all about choices. Each and every one of you have got choices, okay? And this is about gaining perspective on a situation where you have had no clarity, where you have had no explanation, no understanding, and you've had to go and find your own clarity and your own understanding. And this, hence, why we are here. Okay, my friends, this is why. But, do you know what? Something has led you here, be it your spirit, be it your intuition, be it your internal guidance. Something has led you to find out that this person is not okay, and that there is clarity that actually, you know what? They are toxic, they are narcissistic. And that, my friends, is the biggest help. Like, knowing that, to put a term, or to have like a label on your experience, to know that you're not the only one and that you're not going mad, because you're not mad. You're not. You have experienced this, and it is tough, but you are going to get through this. So let's start. So let's talk about why it's so hard to forget them. Okay. And this is one of the hardest things, because I think, like, from all of our collective experiences, you know, we feel so rotten. We feel so bad. All right. Let's not beat around the bush. This is exactly what it's like. We're feeling so awful about what has happened. And all we want to do, like many of us who are at the early stages, this will resonate with you. All we want to do, okay, is get out of this negative, horrible feeling that we have got, right? This experience. And all we want to do is actually contact them and say, hey, you know what? Like, this has happened to me. And all of your like being and everything, they're on your mind, and everything is like pulling you towards to contact them. But then in that split second, you kind of realize they're the ones that have caused this. They're the ones that have made you feel like this. And this is why it's a double-edged sword, because you know that if you were to contact them, that all of this pain would go away, you'd feel a little bit better, but they are the ones that have caused it. And this is why it becomes a double-edged sword, and this is why it is so difficult. And this, my friends, is the makings of the trauma bond. Yes, each and every one of us would have suffered from this, even though maybe we might not be able to understand it or put kind of like a label towards it or a description. But this is what we have gone through, is a trauma bond to this person. This is where Do you know what? It's exactly what it says on the tin. This is where, my friends, you traumatically bond to another person. You can't get them off your mind. You can't move forward. You're thinking of them and you're thinking, maybe I shouldn't like get away from them. Maybe I should just stay and talk to them and try to understand them. And you go through this cycle of idealization, devaluation, devastation, and discarding. And this is always this perpetual cycle. I mean, guys, how many times have you been through this cycle? You know, like how many times have you experienced this and gone through it? And every time it happens, there is that kind of thought in your mind where you think, maybe this time it's going to be different. But what is happening here? It is creating emotional dependence on that person. Because what happens is exactly what I just explained. You feel rotten, you're feeling really bad, and all you want to do, okay, is feel better because of course you want to feel better. And you know that if you were to call this person and they were to say the right things, they would be able to make this better. But the thing is, they're the ones that have put you in this situation. And this is that perpetual cycle. You'll go through thinking about them like how amazing this person was, like the lovely times that you shared together. Maybe they're not really a narcissist, and this will cross your mind as well. And you're going to be thinking, oh, like maybe I should give them another chance, until, and this is the hardest thing, like I always say this to my clients, my friends, and they're like, oh, do you know what, they're being so nasty to me, they're so horrible, this is going to be easy to move on from, and they're like, yeah, but the hardest bit is when this person is nice. When this person is being so lovely, they might be telling you what you want to hear. And this is where it gets really challenging, to try and not like someone who, let's face it, you're still in love with, or you still have feelings for this person. And they're saying the nice things. They're saying what you want to hear. How tough is that? That is going to be really difficult. But one thing that you've got to realize with this person, okay, is that they are tricking you. They're not telling the truth. They're not being genuine and they're not being authentic. That's what you've got to remember. And that's really hard because this plays tricks on your mind. And so a lot of this trauma bond is all to do with intermittent reinforcement. Okay, even after the ending of the relationship, you're still going to be experiencing intermittent reinforcement, meaning the push and pull dynamic, the hot and cold. Think about it. Think about it. When they're being nasty to you, you're like, oh, okay, this is fine. Like I can move forward from them. But then they're being really nice. And so this is what I mean. It's the hot and cold. They change it up, they switch it up. And this is what makes it really difficult, really challenging, really awful for you to be able to move forward from that. And that is part of the intermittent reinforcement. Also, if we think about it, right at the beginning of your relationship with them, okay, they were so lovely to you, weren't they? They were so great, weren't they? They were so lovely. This was like such a magical relationship. They even said probably that they are your soulmate. Like, this is just the best. And of course, because they value you, they've put you on this pedestal. You are feeling amazing. And it does, it feels so good. And then what? And then what? Things switch up. I mean, again, who does that? Who switches up on you? Okay. And then they change. And then you see another side to them. And then we make excuses. Hello, Daniel. Hello. Thank you for being here. Hello, Jan. Yeah, they're lying while they have a smile on their face. Sick Games is called relationship. I love that. Jan, I love that. That's so good. That's really good. That's exactly what it is. Okay, and then they switch it up and then they're nice again. And can you see that it just always goes in this cycle? It never changes. It's never anything different. It's always that cycle. And that's where we get caught up in this. This is why it makes it very difficult for us to be able to move forward, to forget about this person, because we're thinking, okay, well, they were nice once before. They can do it again. Like, I just need to wait. Maybe I need to make excuses. And that's the thing. We all do make excuses for this person. We all do wait for that time when they're going to be nice again. We all just keep on waiting. And this is the thing. This is the toxic thing, is that we are living on hope. We're always thinking that maybe they're going to go back to being that person. They're going to be nice. They're going to, like be that person that I met. But that's the trick, isn't it? That's the trick, my friends. Like who switches up, who changes up? Like, I completely understand, like when we are tired, when we're a little bit moody, we all do it. Like, I can be like that as well. Yang knows that I can be moody and horrible sometimes because when I've not had enough sleep. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, okay, it's not that what we do is we don't gaslight another person. We don't lie to their face. We're not nasty. All right. This person switches up their behavior that they do literally a 360, and you don't even recognize who they are. You don't even know who this person is anymore. And then they're nice again. And then they're this. It's literally like one polar opposite to the other. And there's no stability at all. No stability in their emotions, in the way that they talk, the way that they behave. And that is the issue, my friend, is because there's no regulation. Okay, no regulation of emotion, no regulation of thought. They just do whatever it is that they want to do. And that is a telltale sign. So going forward, always remember this, my friends. Always remember this. Someone who switches up to that level, that's not okay. You know, right at the beginning, they're this amazing person and you get so hooked on them. And that's the thing. You get so hooked on this person that you idealize them because you remember what they are like. And it's a trick, it's an illusion, it's not real. Because how can someone be so nice, so kind, have your best interests at heart and get you so hooked, and then they change it up, then they switch it up? That isn't right. That that just shows mental health. That, to me, if I was to analyze that, that would show mental health. Someone who switches up their behavior, who is unable to understand when you're trying to talk to them, trying to get them to understand. They don't get it. They blame you. They say that you're the one that is the issue. And so it's this polarization. That's what we call it in psychology, because it's like a polar opposite, black or white, up or down, hot and cold. That's polar opposite. So in psychology, we call it like polarization. So when this happens, this is an indication of mental health issues. Okay, this can be apparent, for many other presentations, but particularly with narcissists, well, we're talking about a personality disorder here. This is very, very evident with these types of individuals in their behavior, the way that they talk. You'll find that when you have conversations with individuals like that, and you can even think back to your own experiences, there is no fluidity of conversation because it always chops and changes. So it never flows. It's almost as though this person, they're just listening out to what you are saying in order to be able to counteract it or to argue with you. Again, there's no fluidity in conversation, and this is an indication of where this person's mind is at, like the way that they think. There is no emotional regulation. And again, with this type of behavior, the trauma bonding, the intermittent reinforcement, again, this just shows that there's no emotional regulation with this person. Because another thing, what we need to look out for is that this person really overstimulates our gut or our nervous system. We don't feel safe, do we, my friends? We don't really feel safe around this person. We never have done. So this person overstimulates your nervous system. This is why a lot of us have adrenal fatigue. And we don't even recognize ourselves. Like after, when we leave this relationship, we're trying to put the pieces together. We're trying to understand what the hell just, what went down. And then also we lose ourselves in all of this, don't we? We cannot understand ourselves, our own thought processes, anything. And these are the lingering effects. These are the lingering effects. And this is why it's so hard to forget this person, because what you are experiencing at those times is cognitive dissonance. So this is about holding conflicting thoughts about that person. Again, it's exactly what I was just explaining. It's like the polar opposites, the yes but no, the hot but cold, the up or down, you know? And that's why they stay on your mind. This is why, a lot of my clients, I've always said, well, how long is this going to take? Like, I should have got over this person, and we're talking, maybe months, maybe even a year. Um, but I always explain to each and one of my clients, and I always say to you guys, like, it's not that easy, because what you're dealing with, okay, is something completely different. This isn't just a normal breakup, my friends. This isn't just a normal relationship. This is something. Hello, William. Really nice to see you. I can't stop thinking about mine at all. And I'm in the stage where I'm only remembering the happiest times, and it's torture. Yeah, and a lot of us do. And a lot of us do. And that's what I was saying. It's all about the illusion. They get you to believe the illusion. That's right at the beginning. It's funny how it all switches up, isn't it? It's funny how it all goes wrong. And there's never, and all out of all the years that I've been doing this work here on YouTube or working with clients, I have never ever come across a narcissistic relationship that is happy and that has ever worked out. They're always people like survivors of narcissistic abuse, or in these toxic relationships, are always sad. That's an understatement. That is really an understatement. Devastated. They are broken. And there is never a relationship that lasts. It always ends. So please don't think that maybe if you did something differently, maybe if you said something differently, shoulda, woulda, coulda. The thing is, it's always going to end. These people have issues with interpersonal relationships. Okay. And again, this stems from their own childhood trauma. That's exactly what we're talking about here. We're talking about trauma from childhood, the instability of their own childhood. What you are seeing playing out in your relationship or in your interaction with the narcissist is their own childhood. This is how their parents or their caregivers had treated them. And yes, it is sad. It is very sad. However, we all have a choice and there is a perspective. So it really depends on how you want to see this. You see, because in it's probably like in your case as well, if you've grown up in a narcissistic or a toxic family, where you've had parents or one parent or one caregiver or both caregivers who have been toxic and narcissistic. Okay. One of you would end up being the super empath, and one of them will end up being narcissistic and toxic. It all depends on your choice on which one that person wants to go. So, whilst we do understand that this person has gone through a lot of trauma, but then again, you do have a choice in the way that you want to process it, the way that you interact with others, the way that you treat others. Of course, there's going to be emotional stunting that happens, because if what I mean by that is, if we look at this neurologically, okay, neuroscience or neuropsychology is my thing. Okay, so when we look at this in neuropsychology, when we're looking at synapses and neural pathways when they are growing, remember the brain is cognitively mature at the age of 25, believe it or not. That's when actually we become an adult, not at 18, it's at 25. So I'm not saying that there's cognitive decline after that. If you are constantly stimulating your brain, you're going to keep it active. So you're going to keep it producing new neural pathways. So for those of us who are over the age of 25, like myself, hello, TJ, T to the J, that's the new one. Hello. Thank you so much. Yes, we've got 114 people here. Please do smash the like button. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so with trauma, you do get emotional stunting. So this is where your neural pathways stop. So if you look at it, right, so you've got your neural pathway that's growing, and then a trauma happens. So there's a block. So your neural pathway cannot grow because there is a block. So what happens? There needs to be a certain amount of time for your neural pathway to rewire itself and go round. But in that time, okay, you are missing out on emotional and cognitive growth. This is why a lot of narcissistic individuals or toxic individuals are emotionally immature, because think about it, this trauma, these blocks would have happened like a lot of the time. Okay, they would have happened a lot of the time. So you got block there. So they've got the neural pathway has to rewire itself. Then that one, and then it has to rewire itself. Thank you for the likes, guys. Come on, guys. There's like 112 of you here, only 51 likes. Do you know what? This information helps to get, to other people. So with the algorithm and stuff, like it will help to get the information out there. So guys, please do smash that like button. Right. Back to what I was saying. So if you can imagine, this is why these individuals, thank you, William. This is why these individuals are so emotionally immature and they do not understand things a lot of the time. Yeah. So this is why they behave the way that they do. Snowman, you guys with your handles, I love the names. You guys are so funny. Some of you, like with your handles. Right. So Snowman says, every time I call my sister, she say, I am busy now and I got things to do, acting like she can't be bothered when doing nothing. It's the narcissist. Do you know what I mean? Like it's all about excuses. It's all about what's best for them, isn't it? It's always about what's best for them, and they are the ones that are in control every single time. And we got Maria in the house. We got so many of my friends here. This is so lovely. Sending you guys a heart. So, hello, Maria. Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness, guys, my throat is going. I used to have some tea. I've got this chamomile tea at the moment. Maria, this is your mug. And oh my God, where is it? On it, it says liquid therapy. Can you see it? There. William says, Anoushka, as you know, with me, mine treats me like a stranger now who she's meeting for the first time. It's almost surreal. I mean, seriously, with these people, there's no words. It's just, this is it, isn't it? William, my friend, like literally, why do people do this? And this is what all I can say is I think that a lot of the stuff is all about, you know what, is all about emotional immaturity. And also, let's not forget about the ego, okay? Their ego is so out of control and so dysfunctional. It's all about what is best for them, what's good for them, how it can work for them. They're so self centered, they're selfish, they really think about themselves. And this is what happens with a dysfunctional ego. Okay. And this is why a lot of us, kind of like we say that there's no kindness, there's no empathy, because their ego is so dysfunctional and it's so demoralizing on others. Like we look at their behavior and we look at their emotional intelligence, and it's so nasty. It's always one-upmanship. I'm always doing better than you. I've got better things to do. I don't really know you. How can you just wipe out a whole relationship? Do you know what I mean? Like, who does that? Like, which kind of a person does that and then doesn't feel bad about it? That's what you got to remember, my friends. For those of you who are thinking, oh, do I reach out? Should I maybe like message them? Should I message them back because I've heard from them? And maybe you are looking at their social media. I'm going to say to you, don't. Don't do it, because what you're doing is you're sending them energy. You are giving them energy, focus, attention. Who has got time for that? You guys do not have time for this. You have to start concentrating on yourselves and what is best for you. Okay, you don't have time to be thinking about them and their new person. Who cares? Who cares? Because you know that new person is going to go through the same fate. Okay, that's what you guys have got to remember. I have gone on a tangent and I am talking lots of different things. Okay. So, because I have a plan here. I've written out this plan of what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so the next one is why forgetting the narcissist feels impossible. Okay, so that's all about validation seeking behaviors. That's about us. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. Right. Don't kill me for saying this, but sometimes what we do, and I know that we do it because I used to do it, and I know that we do it, is that we will seek validation from others or outside of ourselves. What I want to say to you is trust in you. Develop that trust within you. Because if you're searching for something outside of yourself, you're always going to be disappointed. This is what they do. We don't want to do what they do because look what happens to them. Look at the way that they are. Exactly. So, what we have to remember, okay, is that we need to start believing and trusting ourselves. And we've got to do the work. We've got to start doing the work, my friends, because if we don't, then we are going to stay stuck. And I don't want you guys to stay stuck. I don't want you to be stuck thinking about them, looking on their social media, you romanticizing about them. Don't do this to yourself. Like I said, you don't have time to be doing all this stuff. You have time to be working on yourselves. You have time to be doing you, okay, and building trust within yourself. This is about a period of time where you get to know yourself. You get to reconnect to yourself. And this is what my book, I know, I've been writing it for ages. No one say anything. I know. I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish it. It is going to happen. In the book, it's all about the reconnection to self, coming home to yourself. If you don't know yourself, you don't know who you are, what your triggers are, what you like doing, what you don't like doing, and you haven't discovered yourself, you haven't done the work, then my friends, who is going to know you if it's not you? This is the work. This is the coming home to yourself. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What do you like doing? What are your hobbies? Okay. And do more of it. Do more of that. Okay. This is about the reconnection to yourself, to your soul, to your body, to your heart, to your emotions. I know for a lot of you, you spend a lot of time disconnecting from them and also being in a toxic relationship and then overthinking and being anxious and all of that disconnects you from who you really are. And you know what? This is your life. This is your life. This is your responsibility to do that for you. Okay. This isn't anyone else. There's no one out there that's going to make you happy, or it's no one's responsibility to make you happy. You do it for yourself. And you have to do this for yourself. It is your responsibility. So, what are you going to start doing today? Because a lot of you are waking up and it's a brand new day. Some of you are through the middle of your day, those of you that are in the States, those of you that are in Australia, you literally are waking up. It is now 7:30 in the morning. I hope you're drinking your coffee. What are you going to do today that is going to be good for you, that is going to make you be your friend, connect to you? Those of us who are now ending our day, like the ones in Europe and the UK, well, we have tomorrow. We can make a plan of what we are going to do. Midnight Purple. Hello, Anoushka. Thanks for your videos are helping me through an awful breakup. Oh, I'm really glad. I'm really glad that they are. An awful breakup after being cheated on. Ugh, this is what I mean. He is trying to control me through the kids. Of course he is. Midnight Purple, of course he is. He's going to do this. It's games. They're all emotional and psychological games. But you know what? I'm really glad you're here. And I'm really glad that you have understood that this is a toxic individuals and you are seeing through it. Lunchtime in Hawaii, Thompson. Yeah, see? This is what I mean. So so now we make a plan of what we're going to do going forward. Do you know what? Plans are really good because it really helps to navigate our thoughts, focus, and also it really helps with sustained attention. Thank you, Sanjay. My throat is going to get better. It's just because I've been talking a lot over the last few days. I've been so busy with clients. So That's why my voice goes. And also, if I party too hard, I haven't been. My friends, I haven't been. I haven't gone. The last time I went was to the YouTube Christmas party. That's the last time I was out. So no, I haven't been partying. This is literally from talking so much. And my angel Alfie, hello. And remind me about me. Hello, my friends. Yes, good, good, good. I was, oh, bless you. Thank you. Right. So, so then you're going to have the obsessive thoughts. So, like, that's what I'm saying. If you focus your attention, we've got sustained attention on ourselves, you know, this is what is important. When obsession isn't good, obsession isn't a good thing. Okay. When we're constantly thinking about them, we're looking at their social media, don't do this. Break that cycle because obsessive thinking literally just gives you anxiety, doesn't it? It doesn't make you feel good at all. Oh, my friends. So, how are we doing? How are we all doing so far in all of this? I'm hoping that I'm not triggering you guys. I really do. You're drinking chai tea, Sandra. I had chai tea as well earlier today. I was out earlier and that's what I had. I picked it up, was drinking it in the car on the way home. But I've got chamomile right now. You're welcome, Anna B. I'm so glad that my content is helping you guys. I really do. Okay. Right, so the next part. Actually, hold on a minute. How are you guys doing? Hello, Brett. Green tea. Yes, green tea. I don't know. It just gives me that. I have to drink it at certain times in the day. As you all know, I'm very particular about tea. Yeah, but it's all good. Okay. So in this part, I really want to look at the practical steps of you letting go of this person. All right. Because I really feel like this is going to be so monumental to you. Okay. So are we all sitting? Are we all comfortable, my friends? Okay, so the first thing I would say is cutting off contact. I know that this isn't easy for every single one of us. I know that we have varying situations. I know that some of us maybe have children, or we have assets, or maybe, do you know what? Maybe we have to see this person on a regular basis. And it's not like we've got anything tying us to them, but we just have to see this person on a regular basis. And you have to keep things amicable because, like, people are going to gossip or people might say stuff. So it's all about keeping up appearances. But there are different varying degrees or levels to this. All right. So ultimately, I would say that the way to let go of someone is to not have them around you, like literally to cut off contact. Um, and that does include social media. That doesn't mean that just because you're not speaking to them, you go on their social on a fake account and you go and watch them. Don't do this. Don't do this because you know as well as I do that social media is not real. Do you know what I mean? Like people only put up what they want to put up. Okay. So a lot of the stuff that you do see on social, and particularly the narcissist, is going to be made up, is not going to be real. And it's just, you know what? And it's going to hurt you. It's not going to make you feel good. Is it, my friends? It's not going to make you feel good. So don't do that to yourselves. All right. So reinforce the importance of minimal or no contact with this person if you're co-parenting. So a lot of this will really, like, if you still have to have this person in your life, a lot of this is going to be about boundaries. Okay, block or mute on social media. And also you have to be aware that this person is going to try and hoover you. And what I mean by that is they're going to try and be nice. They're going to be quite slimy in their approach to, you know what I mean by slimy. They're going to be like really extra nice. And this is what I was saying right at the beginning of this live stream is that actually it's okay when they're being horrible. It's okay when you're not hearing from them. The worst is when you do actually hear from them and they're being really nice to you and you're like, it's really confusing. So what you don't want to happen to you is to have this cognitive dissonance. That's what I'm saying, my friends. the best thing for you to do is to really just try and cut them off or have minimal contact with this person. It isn't easy and it is really challenging, but when this person does come back and they are being really nice to you, okay, I'm going to talk about how to resist them as well, because this is another thing, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But this will really help you to understand that this person isn't doing this because they've realized the error of their ways and that they want a relationship with you and that they want to come back and everything's going to be okay. That's not what this is about. Okay, you know this as well as I do. Deep down, this person, all they are looking for is just some attention from you. Maybe they want to get into some sort of like text chat with you. Maybe they want to, I don't know, sleep with you. That was what it will be in the end. And they're going to try and work towards that. Okay. But they're never going to offer you something stable. And also remember, they're not going to treat you correctly. If it didn't work in the first place and you broke up, why are we going back? Okay. If they couldn't do it the first time, it's not going to happen the second, the third, or the fifth time. And that's what you got to remember. Okay. This person, you know who they are, you see through it. So understand that this person is going to do that. Okay. Why? Because they want attention from you. They want validation. Okay. Maybe they have other people, but so what? The more the merrier. And also, probably because you give them a lot of yourself. Maybe you give them or you help them to feel good about themselves. And also, at one point, you loved them and they're going to remember that. So they're going to think that they can still play you and twist you around their little finger. That's what they do, my friends. It's just games. This person doesn't know how to connect. This person doesn't know how to value you. They don't share the same morals as you, and they don't have values. So if this person wasn't like that in the beginning, they're not going to change because they haven't done the work, and they're not going to be different. So if you are at the moment experiencing hoovering tactics, and if you're not, you're going to, this is what happens. This is what they do. So a lot of this is going to be about you reclaiming your mental headspace. All right. How do you do that? Well, I would say is first of all, have a conversation with yourself. And the best way to do that is journaling. Journaling, get those thoughts out of your head because you know as well as I do, when they stay stuck in your head, you tend to overthink. Okay. And overthinking is not comfortable and it's not pretty, is it? So don't do that. Try to journal as much as possible. Write about the reality of the relationship versus the fantasy. Because in this exercise, you will see the difference between the two. What is fantasy? What you really wanted? What is illusion? And the reality of what it really is, the reality of this person. Okay. And another thing that is going to help you is also gratitude journaling. And this will help shift your focus. We don't want to stay in the negative all the time. We need to be able to shift into the positive. Okay. So I know that we can't always be positive, and it's not good to be negative all the time. There is about healthy balance. But in order to help you to stop overthinking or feeling so anxious all the time, it really will help you to journal, but gratitude journal. Write down what you are thankful for, however small it is, because this will really help you. And also, I've also got the journal club as well, where I post journal prompts in there every single Monday, and it's for a small fee every month. If you wanted to get onto that, I think the link is in the description box as well. But Yang, could you put the link up if you haven't fallen asleep or if you're eating pizza? You know what? He texted me earlier and he says, I just got back from training. I'm going to be late. Literally 2 minutes before I am going to start the live stream. I was like, Yang, seriously, my friend? Come on. So Yang has now started playing football. He went and got some new football kind of boots today. I'm showing you up here, aren't I, my friend? I am so showing you up here. He went shopping for a new pair of football boots. Yes. So I'm sure he's very happy testing out his new shoes. I hope you haven't got blisters. Okay. So the other thing I would say is visualization. Boy, does this work. Okay, visualization works. Like, I've done it many times and it has all come true for me. Okay, so I know, Yang, are you asleep, my friend? Are you? The one for my journal club. Can you put it up? I don't know. Yang, you used to be on the ball. What's happened? I did send the link to you. Anyway, guys, the link is in the description box because he's fallen asleep. Okay, so visualization. So this is what I would say to you is this is a great one. All right. And I always recommend this to my clients. Imagine a narcissist in a tiny locked box you no longer carry. What does that feel like? So imagine a narcissist in a tiny locked box that you no longer carry. What you're doing is you're shrinking this person, you're taking them off the pedestal. Okay, because that will really help. So try that visualization technique and let me know in the comments how you get on. The next part, okay, is healing root wounds. Okay, so we can use this experience, this negative experience that you've had with the narcissist. Okay. And this is about identifying unmet needs that the narcissist exploited within you. Okay. So could that be abandonment? Could that be rejection? Could that be the feeling that you don't feel good enough within yourself? This is all about working on self compassion. Okay, on unmet needs that perhaps maybe you have experienced through childhood. So we can use this experience to be able to understand ourselves better, because this is what it's about. We've got to work through these triggers. We've got to work through these unmet needs, these wounds, from when we didn't get them met or we met, um, and we didn't get them actualized, as children. So now that we come into adulthood, we've had this person and they've highlighted this. This is what I wanted to say to you guys. This is about working on your self-compassion, loving you. Okay, because you've only got you in your life. And this is about connecting to you and understanding yourself and being, like your own best friend. That is what is important. And that is the most beautiful relationship you'll ever have in your life. One of the ways that you can do this is the mirror exercise. And that's about saying kind affirmations to yourself. And you know, I remember I did a podcast with this wonderful person called Shauna. I forgot her surname. Sorry, it's so late in the day. I've actually forgotten her name. And she wrote a book saying, how to say I love you. Basically, it was all about yourself. She was a neuropsychologist, a neuroscientist from Yale University. If anyone knows what book I am talking about or which person I'm talking about, please leave it in the comments. If not, I will leave it in the comments after the live has ended. But she wrote an amazing book on basically this. It was connection to self and how to say I love you to yourself every single morning. Put a hand on your heart and say I love you, and then say your name. So I love you, Anoushka. And this was really tapping into the inner child. And this really resonates because you're talking to your heart space. This is about your heart chakra. And this is about being kind to yourself. Just because someone else didn't say it to you doesn't mean that you can't say it to yourself. And this will really help to start the healing process with or for your inner child, because I feel like that's so important, because many of us in childhood didn't have our needs actualized or met, and this can be really really helpful, going forward. And if you wanted to work with somebody, maybe like there's a therapist or a counselor or even myself, like people who could really help you connect to that inner part of you, to your inner child, because I feel like that is really important in this work as well. Oh, hello, sweepstakes. At least you're here. No worries that you're late. That's okay. That's okay. How did you forget that? How do you forget a narcissist that took your dog? Oh my God. Bless you. I would be. I would be devastated, and I completely understand your pain. It's like it's a child. It's like literally taking a child, you know? I don't know. Thank you, Jeannie, Shauna Shapiro. Thank you. That's who I was talking about. But I'll put the links in the book. She's amazing, amazing neuroscientist. Um, Going back to you, I am Mrs. Kai. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things, and I know that you're not going to be able to forget this person straight away, or will you be able to forget, what they have done, because that is unforgivable. And my heart does go out to you. Bless you, my friend. Like, I know that is just, I have a dog myself, so I completely understand the connection and the bond that you have. Like, I get it. I completely get it. It's just next level. I do understand. So I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I feel like, you know what? In order to heal your heart, a lot of this is going to be about processing and being compassionate to yourself. It is going to be about work on yourself. And I know this isn't easy. Oh, bless you. If you wanted to email me, I might be able to kind of make some suggestions. So do please email me if you wanted to reach out. Please do. Sweepstakes, hello. Oh yeah, I did say hello. Danielle says, I had to walk away from my two dogs who were my therapy for the past 2 years before I left. Yeah, I completely understand the connection that we have, with our pets, as particularly with dogs. I do understand. I know what it's like. I've got a dog myself, and I miss him incredibly because my parents have him most of the time. My mum has become very attached to my dog, to Alfie, and she doesn't really give him back. So no, she does. She does, like, but yeah, like, I completely understand, like, that connection that you have to your pets. It's like it's another level, and I completely understand that. And it's so hard. It's like a family member. Like, I couldn't be without my Alfie. I completely understand. 37 years with a narcissist. Yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time, Danielle, my friend. Bless you. Bless you, both of you. Like, I know this isn't easy. It's so challenging. Oh, thank you, sweepstakes. I know. Alfie was here earlier. My parents came over and he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go with them. He was literally asleep on the sofa. He didn't want to go. Um, Okay, so another thing that might really help you to forget this person is by redirecting focus and attention. And this is about building a life that is filled with meaning and joy. Your life has a lot of meaning, okay? And you can have joy in your life again. You don't need to feel guilty about being happy and about having joy in your life. This is about building a life for you, because you only have you. This is your life, it's yours. Okay. And if we're spending time doing menial things that don't really matter, that don't make us happy, then what is the point? You're always, and this is what keeps us stuck, circling back, thinking about them. Why do we do that to ourselves? Why are we doing that? Because that is the lazy way out. And I know what I'm suggesting isn't easy. It is hard, and it will require effort. It will require attention. It will require time. You have all of those resources. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be thinking, oh, how long is this going to take? It's going to take as long as it takes. And each and every one of us is completely different. I don't know how long it's going to take, but this is about reconnecting to yourself, to your hobbies or your passions. This is about making your life work for you, because no one will do it for you. Okay, I know that this person has been in your life. And I know that, sorry, I've got hair stuck there. And I know that they have tried to destroy you, but they haven't, because you're still standing. All right. You are here. So this is about now thinking, okay, the smart way of thinking about this, and this is about being smart. This is about leveling up your mindset, is thinking, "Well, how do I make my life happen for me? How do I reconnect with my hobbies, my passions, myself, and fill it with meaning? How do I make my life meaningful?" One exercise that I also suggest to my clients is go back in time travel. Go back to who you were before this person came into your life. Or maybe you want to go all the way back to your childhood, or maybe your teenhood, or your early adulthood. Who were you then? What did you represent? What were your morals? How did you live your life then? or go back to the happiest point in your life. Remember that person. You were there once, and that was you. Okay, go back to being that. Okay, and this will help to reignite that passion and that joy and that meaning within you. Okay, create goals for your personal growth. All right, create goals. Where do you want to be in this time next month? This time in 6 months, this time next year, where do you want to be? And I know this isn't the first time I'm saying this, because I know I've said this on previous lives. And even I remember talking about it last Christmas, or kind of coming up to Christmas last December. I remember that. I remember I remember I was saying this, that where do you want to get to in your life, or who do you want to be this time next year? And a year goes past really quickly, as you know. So create those goals, make a plan, make it happen, because all you've got is you, and you do have time. Is it going to be about your health? Is it going to be about your career? Is it going to be about creativity? Or is it going to be about spirituality? Whichever one you choose, whichever one it is, this is about you coming home to yourself and making your life happen for you. Because ultimately, all you've got is this life. You're never going to see another 17th of December, 2024. I know that's so weird. Sometimes when I say it, I think to myself, you know what? I'm never going to see the 17th of December, 2024. And those of you that are in Australia, the 18th of December, 2024. It's a very strange concept, but my friends, you know what? It's about putting attention and energy into you. Maybe this isn't something that you are used to doing, or maybe there's something that you haven't been taught to do. But now that you are an adult, you can make conscious decisions for yourself. All right. And you can do what makes you happy, what is right for you. So what choice are you going to make? Remember, you all have choices, and it's all about perspectives of how you want to see this. Okay. So you know what, this is about making the right choices for you that are going to work for you. Okay, and it's about making your life happen and work for you, because each and every one of you are important. Your life is important. Your life isn't about being an emotional slave to someone, because that's what you were. That's what you were to the narcissist. That's what they make you. Okay, they make you believe that you are not good enough, that you have to listen to them, you have to do what they want you to do. So you end up becoming an emotionally trapped. I was thinking for the word, my friends. You become emotionally trapped in this cycle, in this dynamic. And all you keep doing is you keep going through the same cycle. It never changes, does it, my friends? It's the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like Groundhog Day. Thank you so much, XXX. Appreciate that. Dello says people who feel empty cannot make you feel very good. No, because if they're empty, they can't give from an empty cup. They can't, if they're empty themselves, they can't give to you because they've got nothing to give you. So, and I think a lot of the times that, with the gaslighting, with the lies, with the intermittent reinforcement, with the trauma bond, I think that the narcissist wants you to live or see things from their perspective. They want you to live their life through the way that they say things. And I just feel like they want you to merge with them, because they don't recognize and they don't respect you. They don't really understand you, do they? They don't understand free will. They're always trying to break your will. And that's the issue, isn't it? Because they can never really respect you, understand you, because their mind, it doesn't have that capacity. Do you remember what I was talking about earlier with the neuropsychology? It's about, like when you got the neural pathways, if there's blocks, there's always blocks, and it cannot work. So those synapses don't work in the same way. So this person becomes selfish, they become emotionally immature, and you're asking for a relationship from an emotionally immature person. They can't do it for themselves. They're disconnected from themselves. So how are they going to be able to give you anything if this person is disconnected from themselves? They can't give you connection if they can't give that to them. And they're not, they don't want to change. They're not about changing. It's about changing you so that you do what they want you to do. I mean, again, who does that? What kind of a person, what kind of a person does that? Who, and look at it. What does that represent? What does that represent as them, as that human being? And you're worried about them? You want to know what they're up to? So what if there was someone else? So what if they've done all those things? Let them go. Just bye. Okay? Because you don't need that energy. You don't need that toxicity in your life. You don't need that to be around you, to affect you in the way that it does. This is about disconnecting and putting yourself forward, putting your life forward. Again, what do you like doing? What are your hobbies? What are you interested in? And that is what is important here, not focusing on somebody else. Remember, you've always got to put yourself first, whether you're in a healthy relationship or a toxic relationship, whatever relationship you are in, you have to put yourself first. And I know that many of us find this incredibly uncomfortable, but what's the alternative? That, go back to that? That didn't make you happy. That wasn't good for you. So this is about putting you forward, putting you first. That's what I meant to say, not forward. Yeah, but forward, going forward. Yeah, like putting yourself first, worrying about them, looking at them. You've got things to be getting on with. You got things to be elevating your mind. Are you reading the correct books? Are you educating yourself with the right information? Are you working on yourself? Are you strengthening your mind? Are you doing cognitive exercises to strengthen your mind? This is the thing. Journaling, visualization work. It trains your mind to give you sustained attention. And you know why that is important? Because I'm sure that many of us here on this live stream, we overthink, we have anxiety, we become easily stressed, maybe we can't sleep. And all of this is a recipe for, for overthinking, for stress, for feeling bad. All of this, all right? So if you want to have sustained attention where you are able to control your thoughts, remember you are not your thoughts. Okay? Because thoughts are transient, they come and go. Okay, so in order for us to understand ourselves a little bit better, this is about being able to cultivate sustained attention. And the way that you practice that, meditation, visualization, and these things, I'm only asking 3 minutes of your day. 3 minutes. If you can do this for 3 minutes every single day, this will help to navigate your mind. Okay, so you're not going to be in this constant state of stress, constantly thinking, what are they doing? I wonder what they got up to today. What are they doing? What are they up to? Why are they doing this? Why haven't they contacted me? You're looking on their social media, seeing that they're living their best life when it's always a lie. You're seeing that they're with someone new. You're seeing that they're doing something else. Who cares? Who cares? Because what you're not doing is you're not concentrating on yourselves. You're not trying to cultivate your mind. Okay, because when you do, this is where you are going to have clarity. You are going to have freedom. Yeah, this is what is important. So start to do that. Put make Make your plan, create your goals. Also write a plan of how you are going to get to actualize your goal. How are you going to do this? And what is the time frame for you achieving that? Because all of us have goals, including myself. I haven't reached all the goals that I wanted to. And you know what? This time of year, we always say, because we've got New Year's coming up, who cares, right? We got now, all right? All we've got is now. This is when we are going to create our plan for our life, our plan for going forward. All right, this is the sustained attention. This is where you should be directing focus, not on stuff that doesn't matter. Okay, many of you, because of your passions, because of what your hobbies and everything, you could be making money from that. You can be bringing in like a secondary or a third source of income for yourselves. You know, you could be doing something that you love alongside your full-time job, for example. Just an example for some of you. Okay, so this This, going forward, this is a new chapter in your life. Okay, this isn't the downfall of you. This isn't the worst thing that has happened for you. This is the new chapter of your life. And this is how you should treat it instead of worrying. And I know a lot of you, because I've read in the comments, like they have done some really nasty things, like use your children against you, take your pets away from you, putting you down, cheating on you. Okay, yeah, they do this because they want to destroy you. They want to upset you. They know that this is going to hurt you. They know that this is not right, what they are doing. Oh, I love that JW events. Exactly. You are not any of those things, right? They know that this is going to upset you and hurt you, but they do it anyway, right? So you've got to see it for what it is. This person isn't about you. This person isn't about helping you to grow. So why are you investing more energy, more time, more attention on this person and time? The most important one is time. Why are you doing that? Instead, work on you. Do you. Do what matters to you, what makes you happy, okay? Because we have this one life, and this life is about us and ourselves, all right? This is what is important. Read books, elevate your mind, okay? Think about things differently, cultivate that within you, because this is important. This is what is going to get you through this, okay? Okay, so some additional helpful tips that I wanted to talk about in order to forget this person. The number one thing that I would say is for you to detach from the narrative. And what I mean by that is avoid replaying events in your mind or seeking closure from this toxic person, from the narcissist. All right? Because this person is never going to give you closure. So stop looking for it. Stop looking for this outside validation from the narcissist. The fact, okay, and I say this to my clients, the fact that you know that this person is narcissistic or that they are a narcissist, don't doubt that. Don't doubt that. Because you know what? This content that I talk about, or this topic that I talk about, or many of the other people that talk about narcissism on their videos, that isn't going to just resonate with anybody. It's going to resonate with someone who has gone through it. And that is you. If this information, what I am talking about today, what I talk about on my videos, what other YouTubers talk about on their videos, what other things that you read, and that resonates with you, and it's all about narcissism, then that means that you are with somebody who is a narcissist or who is emotionally avoidant, who is someone who's got a personality disorder. This isn't going to resonate with someone who's got depression, or maybe they're alcoholic, or they've got certain addictions. It's not the same thing. It's only going to resonate if you have had narcissists in your life. So don't doubt it. Let that be the closure, that you know that this person is a narcissist. Let that be the closure, okay? And stop replaying the events, the good times, the bad times in your mind, because that's not going to help you. And what you need to start doing is practice thought stopping when the ruminating begins. So one of the things that I do suggest for my clients is, like how so how you have the many hours in a day. And I know that ruminating and overthinking about them is going to happen at any point. In order to be able to control it and stop it, I would say to you is, like, for example, you get back from work or you've got some free time late in the evening. Don't do this before bed either, because it's not going to be good. But just put aside, maybe let's say 15, 20, 30. I wouldn't go more than 40 minutes. Don't do it. And in that time, think about them. I'm asking, yeah, just think about them. Think about them. Maybe start to journal, write about them, what you miss, what you love about them, what a wonderful person they are. but also write down the truth. Write down the truth of the situation, because that also will give you um, that will help for you to contain those thoughts. Okay, so for example, you're at work and it pops into your mind to say, no, I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. tonight. I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. tonight. I'm going to make dinner, have a bath, and I'm going to do it then. I'm going to do it then. So what you're doing is, it's not like you're stopping yourself from doing it, but there is going to be a time point later on the day when you are going to be able to explore your emotions, explore what's coming up for you. Okay. The next one I would say is about reframing the experience. So, this is about seeing the relationship as a lesson in boundaries and self worth. I know that not all of us are there yet. I know. But this is about focusing on your growth that you have experienced since leaving that person. Remember, leaving a narcissist is not easy. Did I do a video about that? I think the video was either yesterday or Sunday. I talked about that. It's about leaving the narcissist and seeing this experience that you've had with them as a lesson in boundaries and in self worth. Okay, that is what is important. Excuse me. Also, the other thing that I would say to you is about surrounding yourself with positivity. So, again, this is about looking at what brings you happiness and joy to your life. Okay. This is about limiting the exposure to triggers, like shared social circles, so like friends or people that you know, or locations that you have visited. Now, I know this isn't easy for all of you because some of you, you still live in the same town, maybe you work with them, maybe they are your family, but this is about limiting the amount of time that you spend there. I know, like at work, it's going to be very difficult because you're there all the time. So I know that this won't apply to you if you have to work with this person, because that is really challenging. But this is about having boundaries if you are having to work with them. Um, think of other things that you can do that take you away from there, if that makes sense. Another idea could be about creating a playlist or a visual reminder that inspire hope and motivation for you. That's what I would say. I think that would really help you in order to kind of like move forward from this, like having like a playlist or something that you can play, something that makes you happy. I know that I do have a playlist. For example, for me, I go to the gym. That always really helps me. It always has done. I don't know why. I know it's not going to resonate with everybody, but going to the gym for me, it's about, I really enjoy like cycling, I really enjoy lifting weights. I know you probably wouldn't think so, like looking at me, but I really like it, I really enjoy it, and I've met some great friends there, and so that has really helped me. So that's I've my it's expanded my social circles, all of these things like that. Is you never know who you're going to meet, like when you go or you connect to these things. Maybe you like badminton, maybe you like horse riding, maybe you like run club, maybe you like hiking, cooking classes, art classes, whatever it is, whatever you are into, do more of it, because you don't know who you're going to connect with. And remember, if you go to those classes and you make friends, that means that you guys have got something in common, and it's a whole new set of social circle as well. So think about that. Like, there's so many positives because, again, you are, thank you, Daniel. Focus on your mental and physical health. Yes. Yes, you are absolutely right, Daniel. That's exactly what is important here. It's about focusing on yourself, focusing on what makes you happy, and putting yourself forward first. Forward, you know what I mean. I took up photography class. I have enjoyed learning something positive. So, PVC, amazing. Yes, as a creative, it's be able to kind of channel your emotion, channel your creativity into something new, into something that you haven't done before. And that, again, think about it, right? When you're doing something new, you're using your mind, you're concentrating on something else, isn't it? So you're not thinking about them, because you don't want to be doing that anyway. So, like you're doing something for you, you're concentrating on you. And that is what is important, my friends. That is exactly who said that. Laurie Fitz said, extremely draining dealing with them. Yeah, of course it is. It is really draining. It's really boring. They're actually really boring, aren't they? You know, it's been and so PBC says it's been a good distraction from the drama. Yeah, exactly. Because you're going to do something that you really enjoy. And this leads me on to the next one. This is about celebrating the small wins. So, this is about acknowledging milestones, like days of no contact and moments of self care. Okay, so in the chat, my friends, those of you, okay, that are in no contact, how many days or how many weeks or how many months has it been? Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. How long has it been that you have been no contact with this person? Because I feel like let's celebrate that here right now. How long have you guys not been or have been in no contact with this person? 7 days. That is amazing. This is brilliant. Irresistible force, this is brilliant. Because the hardest bit is to leave this person. The hardest bit is to go no contact. Okay, guys, how long? 11 months. Francis, 11 months. PBC, 13 weeks. This is amazing. Look at you. Look at you guys. 4 months no contact. XXX. Eldon, 6 months. Wow. Brian, just over a year, 13 months. This is amazing. Sweepstakes, how many? 2 years and 1 month. Oh my God, it's been 2 years. Wow. I remember when you first did that. It's been 2 years. You've done so well. I bet you are thriving right now. Sweepstakes, I bet you are thriving right now, my friends. Laurie Fit, 4 months. Amazing. Midnight Purple, 2 months as he chooses to break boundaries with the kids. That's still some time, my friends. Anna B, 5 months. Amazing. Okay, Kendi, only through lawyers since August 2022. Amazing. Amazing. This is wonderful. Eliza, 1 year. Yes. PBC used to get hoovered back, but have to be forced with the pattern, and I'm not getting sucked in again. This is it. This is it, my friends. Eric, Anoushka, your YouTube anniversary is this Saturday, Anoushka. You know that this is a day which many individuals' lives have been positively affected. Thank you for never giving up. Yes, the 20. Oh my God, I do remember, Eric. Yeah, the 21st of December is the anniversary. I literally launched the channel. Like I think it's been about 5 years or something like that. And I launched it and I was like, no one's ever going to watch the videos. Like, I never imagined that it would get to this, but look at that. So, guys, my ex is making YouTube videos about how bad I am. You can, PBC, you can actually do something about that. That's defamation of character, you know? Thank you, Eric. Yes. Oh my God, has it been 2017? That's been more than 5 years. Oh, wow. That was such a long time ago. Over 200 videos in 3 months. What the hell? That is on another wow, that's on another level. You can do something about that. I am sure that you can. Wow. Kimberly says, "I ended things with the knock. Why is this so hard?" Yeah, it's so hard because of all the things that I kind of explained, right at the beginning. It's so hard to let go of someone when they have abused the hell out of you. But there are ways that you can move forward from this. And it's going to take time, but you guys are going to get through this. It is about you. It's about, like putting all the attention and energy onto you. So, you guys, thank you for sharing the amount of time that you've been in no contact with this person. I wanted to say to every single one of you a huge congratulations, because I know that it isn't easy. I know that this is one of the most challenging and the most hardest things that you will probably ever have to do in your life. Like, because it's not in our own genetic makeup. We don't actually not want to go no contact from someone and cut someone off. That's not what we do. But you didn't have a choice. You had to do it. Either you go down with them and you lose your sanity, or you regain your sanity and your life. And that is what you did, my friends. Every single one of you chose yourselves. And that is what is important here, is that you chose yourself. You put yourself forward. And that That is the most amazing gift that you will ever give yourself. And you should really be so proud of yourselves to leave someone, to someone that you care about, maybe some of you even still love. And there's no shame in admitting that, because how do you let go of someone that you've spent so many years, you've trusted them, you love them, you were in a relationship? Like, it's one of the hardest things, but you did it. You did it. So this is the best thing that you have done for yourself. And now the only way is up. Now you make your life happen. You're in a new chapter of your life, and this is how you go forward. All right, not backwards, because there's nothing left in the back. You have to look forwards. Okay? That's what you have to remember. I know, PBC, I know you love them so much, but it's okay. We move forward. Go forward. 7 years anniversary. Yeah, 7 years it is. Oh, wow. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that the channel has helped. Sorry, I'm trying to read these comments and like I can't see them properly. Um, yes, you're never too old. Whoever said they're too old, you're never too old. Like, don't think like that. Oh dear, what else? What else? So, daily affirmations will really help as well. So, what is important, maybe you could repeat phrases like, I am free, I deserve peace, and my past does not define me. These are great affirmations to help you to move forward from this, to help you realign and put the focus back onto you. And also, I'm also going to say this with a big star next to it, is practice patience with yourself. Patience isn't something that I necessarily am very good at. However, it's something that you have to practice. Healing, all right, healing yourself is a journey. It's not a destination. It's a journey to get there. Okay, so you need to allow times for your setbacks and for your progress, because it's okay. We are going to have setbacks, but we're also going to have progress. So it's about the positive and the negative, and it's about seeing it and understanding it for what it really is. Okay. So, my friends, we are coming to a close of the live stream. I really do hope that this has been helpful for you. I really do. So, the takeaways from this live stream, why it's so hard to forget, because this is someone that you cared about, someone that you loved, and someone that you wanted this to work out with. They didn't have the same thoughts, they didn't have the same agenda as you. Okay, so it is what it is. They wanted different things from this from than you. You wanted a relationship, you wanted love. You loved them. They didn't reciprocate it back. And I know this is hurtful, but we cannot dwell on the past. We have to understand it, we have to accept it, and we have to move forward. I know it's easier said than done. I get it. I know. I know. But I've talked about some of the ways that can help you to move forward. Okay. This person does not deserve you. All right. You deserve to be treated differently and so much better. And there will be someone for you. Okay. And this is about reclaiming your power and coming home to yourself, knowing who you are. Okay. Um, I'm going to encourage you every single day to take one concrete step in terms of moving forward. Okay. Letting go. Take one step to letting go and moving forward from this person. I also do have what would really help is I do have an overthinking workbook. And there also is the mentorship program if you wanted deeper support. Both those things are available on my website. The overthinking workbook, which I wrote myself, there's exercises and things that you can do. It is fully downloadable. And also there's the mentorship program that is an ongoing support for you. I also wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here, for being able to be vulnerable, for your participation. Those of you that have popped in and out, it is so lovely that you have given your time I really, really hope that this live stream has been of value to you. Um, Sorry, I'm just reading the comments here. Thank you to all of you and Merry Christmas. I will be actually, do you know what? I do actually have one live stream before the holidays. So it's going to be on Monday, the 23rd. I won't be able to do the 24th because um, actually, us Polish people, we have our Christmas dinner on the 24th, and then we do have Christmas dinner on the 25th. Yeah, we're kind of greedy. So yeah, so I can't do the 24th. So the 23rd, I will be doing it on Monday. Yang, I hope you're around. Yeah, so Monday the 23rd at 9 p.m. UK time. Guys, have a wonderful week. And don't do last minute Christmas shopping like me. I haven't done anything. Like, has anyone actually done any? Because I actually haven't done any. Um, yeah, I am. I am. My parents are, but I was born in London, so I'm actually a Londoner with Polish heritage, hence the name Anoushka. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that all of this has helped. I really do. Thank you for being here. 5 months. Amazing. 5 months. Oh, are they? Your photography teacher is Polish. Us Poles, we do get around. Oh my God, right? So I know this is totally random and I'm going to go after this. Okay, so I was watching on TikTok and they said that Polish is the second most spoken language in the UK. I mean, seriously, the second most spoken language in the UK. I don't know how that has happened, but yeah, so yeah. Are there in Glasgow as well? Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, they've all gone from London. They've all gone. They're all over. And I know that there's a lot over in the States as well. Yeah. And there's a lot over in Australia as well. There's not many of them in Poland. I don't know. I need Polish language classes. Eric, no, you don't. No, you don't. It's absolutely fine. Well, guys, right. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow with another video at 8 p.m. UK time. Of course, I don't know what the title is because I have forgotten. I have no clue. But yeah, so I'll be back next Monday with a live stream. I hope you guys can make it. Thank you to all of you. Merry Christmas if you can't make it next Monday. I wish you all the best and start working on yourselves, okay? Start working on yourselves. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.